in the pistol round, and Krasnal realizes that turn looking the right direction, but doesn't have a head, and neither does Bro. That's the B bomb site completely compromised, and Monte are going to have to retake, but without a kit, this seems unlikely.
Demka, though, can be one of the most underrated pieces of this roster, and they're not checking or rechecking that area there. A chance to perhaps get a second for Demka, but not to be. 4v3 after plant for TYLOO. Of course, no after plant utility, and the dualies could be about to sing off, but Jamyoung already will get one back, and another as well. Advent finishes it off. That's a lovely on a map like Anubis where you need those guns as quickly as possible, and that is clean for Mercury. Sure, it's only against that force buy, but it's still just as impactful. It's going to open up the A-bomb site. They're absolutely safe. And it causes Krasnal and Bro to try and save what they have into the next round to at least have something to work with. It's going to be interesting, of course. You made a good point with it, and he'll do exactly the same once again. That bolsters the Monte economy, of course. That was a full eco. When you win on a full eco, that will help a lot.
Yeah.
Moro's got the AWP already. Here we go, Monte. They're back into it straight away.
Check your corners, mate. Check your corners. That's a big punish. Now they're going to try and turn up the pace on TYLOO. They go 1 for 1 so far. Demka playing by himself. It's now on SDY. He finds a frag as well. No trade potential there, but disconnected Jamyoung ahead of the pack, and rotations have come through thick and fast. TYLOO still committing to plan A right now, and there could still be a chance for them as well.
3v3. Advent hits a nice entry, but that nade toward Mercury puts him to 11 HP, and Waro dunks him out of the round. Kaze and Advent now have to team up and go elsewhere, or perhaps slow down the clock, make it a little bit of a ruse. Take a sensible pill and not just run in.
I love this though from Monte, just gleaning all the information in the world, clearing their corners. Kaze should get traded, not the cleanest, but Bro gets the frag. Question is, does he hang around? Advent stands a chance in the 1v2. Look how disconnected both Voro and Bro are right now, polar opposite sides of the map. So he's in with a shout, recovers a smoke grenade as well, and he's got some time to play with. How does he go about his business?
There's a glimmer of hope. Monte have won an unlikely round. TYLOO need to answer back with one of their own. It is the old leader, Advent, in charge of this roster for a very, very long time. And actually, the amount of time he's taken has pushed the rotations of Monte elsewhere. Advent has a bomb on his back, so he can absolutely plant this. There is obviously Bro close by to hear this information. He'll be first port of call, but it would be dumb of him to go straight in without waiting for Waro.
Yeah.
So it gives Advent a chance to maybe look for him, but he's playing the headshot angle on the left. Advent! Oh, can't switch around in time. That is cheeky from Bro. Just crouch peeking the entire way past broken wall, and they'll get away with it. It's not just Advent individually that can be a question mark. It's sometimes the calling too in high pressure scenarios. And of course, this is a big opportunity for TYLOO. They don't get too many international opportunities over the course of a year, and this is an important one. Waro in position. Oh, nice flick down. Mazea removed. He's got Demka's support. Nice setup from Monte. They had mid-control there, TYLOO, and we're looking for that split, looking for that burst. They went into the monster.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame them. They actually found a bit of a gap in the defense. It's just the timing was off, and it wasn't by any fault of their own. Bro in a nice position here. We'll find a frag. Last player to deal with. That's first blood for TYLOO in the round, and it's only Kaze left remaining. Surely not going to be able to accomplish anything from this position. Can he inflict further damage? I guess that's the goal at this point in the game. This is gravy, man.
Yeah, and their T-side will be, I get the impression, quite hard for TYLOO's CT to deal with. But we shall see. We've seen some madder things happen in ESL challenges in the past for TYLOO. Of course, they were rare atom, as the roster is now over onto the most prestigious Asia organization, I think it's fair to say, in TYLOO. Finally, they've got what they wanted, and this is a nice aggression to choose. Finally changed things up slightly, but Bro's actually the only one to get something from that. Waro will miss on this occasion, and TYLOO were waiting for that aggression. They had 3 players ready and raring to go.
I think that was an anti-strat. For Monte, their standard is if we lose mid-control, we aggress B main, and I think that's why TYLOO forced them back in middle, and they set up for that B aggression. Works wonderfully, but look at what Demka's doing on the opposite side of the map. They give him so much initiative and so much space to play his game, and now he's gone back in towards A. Perfect timing as he arrives on the scene, but he can't best Bozier, and that regains a massive advantage in the round for TYLOO.
Yeah, I mentioned this was a big round. They need this one. T-side Anubis should be At half, you pretty much get at least 6 on. Usually, Kaze, oh, if he died there, this retake was very much on, but he's actually locked out of the play. Monte can just ignore him for now and go straight in through camera. Krasnal and SDY together, they'll absolutely commit to this one. There is a smoke and a kit on Krasnal. This is very doable. They're baiting out the pillar player. Down goes Advent. There goes Kaze. Mosea, 1 versus 2. He's got an HE grenade to break that smoke. Could be a perfect time to do it. Oh, he needs to spray down, and he's got one. It pushes Krasnal off the bomb. SDY needs to re-tap it, and Mosea just playing with the pillar. He's wasted enough time. That is
He just kind of realized he had to get off of it either way. Jamyoung fire does not put out fire, so rather don't drop the extra molly. 5-3. It's not like TYLOO have any money in the bank, so this one's for the economic game. Swings and roundabouts coming into this. They exec through the smoke. Bro finds one before he's circumvented, and then Krasnal's able to get in on the act as well. Monte can afford to give up side control right now, but they're not thinking that way.
Krasnal just loves those refaces. He's so good at them, but okay. TYLOO get 2 picks back in response. Problem is that the recovery from Monte, the rotation's already really fast. They are locked behind smokes at the moment, but Demka's coming in from that same position, and there's no way you expect that. Advent, I think he knows what's coming, and that...
Yeah. I mean, he gives him a lot of plaudits, and rightfully so.
Yeah, there's options for sure. Ooh, Mosea straight through the fire. Ooh, no scope this time for you, my friend.
No.
Jamyoung will get that one, and I think TYLOO are turning up the pace in this game, but unfortunately they're turning up the pace with just one player. Jamyoung has charged his way through, and Demka will eat those up every day of the week. Yeah, 4v3 for Monte.
Fresh smoke in towards cameras. They're going to keep TYLOO at bay. They're still committing to the plan. Advent phases through the smoke, works wonderfully well. Only good for the one, but Mercury trades. Kaze gets in on the action as well. And now it's Bro left remaining, 1 versus 2. He's going to follow an Advent footstep through the smoke. He goes, can't find that instant kill though. That was his moment to bring it into a 1 versus 1. Now he's going to...
And he hasn't really got much to say other than chucking that incendiary in the middle of the site. Good place for it. Got deep control, but sometimes these angles are very hard to clear. Even though you feel like you have control on this bomb site, it's not really the case. And the damage there through the smoke could have been a lot more onto Advent, I believe. 5v5 retake. This one's going to be really interesting. Bro is the one with that defuse kit, and of course he has that FAMAS as well. Jamyoung looks to try and peek on the timing. He gets 1.5. SDY with the XM charges his way in, and they're just getting picked off one by one, TYLOO. It's happened again. They've only managed to hold one of these 8 bomb site rounds, and now Kaze needs a ridiculous clutch. 1v4 it would be. All 3 players looking to maybe peek him at once. None of them are on the bomb yet, but that's a superb flash. And Waro will take that one. It's 7-5 at half.
Based off those odds either way, let's see if TYLOO can find a way to fight back on the CT side. They have to win this pistol round, non-negotiable.
Mercury, ooh, okay, there's a bit of team damage in the mix there as well, I believe. Bro will go down, Kaze refaces with the P2000, shoulder peeking back and forth, but Demka, more big impact kills. Jamyoung will go down, and Kaze is still fighting for his life, but he's about to be double peeked.
Wow.
And he can't get out of there. It's Advent. He may have 2 guns, but I'm not sure that'll be enough.
Might be. Depends what Monte actually choose to do from here. They've got a lot of time left on the clock. I love Demka's awareness. I think he was actually able to get a kill there on somebody else aggressing. Were there all those frags in middle from the CT side? Actually looks like it based on the minimap. Either way, huge impact coming through from both Demka and Vodo, the 2 Ukrainians doing damage on the server right now. As Advent is left alone in that clutch. He's got a kit, he's got a smoke grenade rather, armor, and the Julies. He's got everything he needs right now, and he's got the first frag.
Okay, Demka knows what he's up against now and knows the position, and he knows, obviously, that it is Advent. But Advent's doing a great job of shoulder peeking these angles, jiggling back and forth. And the wiggle might be too much for Demka to deal with. He's trying to go through the smoke. Demka, and he's just going to walk. TYLOO can find a way to win this one. Then they're pretty much back in this game. If not, it should be comfortable for Monte. They've got the 2 Galils on Waro and Demka. And yeah, the force is pretty significant, of course. Without that bomb plant, still managed to get 2 rifles, and 2 Deagles, and a MAC-10 with armor. It's actually kind of unusual. But of course, because of that, they've only got 1 smoke left with a minute to go.
I mean, at least they've got a bit of positional control to work with right now. Everybody in towards middle. Re-aggression from TYLOO is the option that they employ, and they will go 1-for-1. More fights breaking out. This whole round lives and dies with the skirmish in towards middle, and Monte walk away with the man advantage, and that A bomb site's been completely opened up.
Yeah, mid seems to be the port of call for both these two teams so far in the second half. And this time Monte will win it out, but Mercury's still here, and we know what this boy can do. Bro will tap the bomb, scared of being peeked from that heaven area, and they managed to wait enough to get Kaze in position too, but with the last bullet in the talk, the sort of rivalry between Monte and VP is the one that I think is going to be one to watch in this tournament. If we get another grand final between those two, that would be very exciting. And I mentioned Jamyoung starting rough. Ouch. Yeah, that's whiffy, and not just in the smelly sense. Mazea will get tagged down as well. At least there's a kill back for Advent with that org. Krasnal, though, on the top of that smoke, will deal with Kaze comfortably. SDY finds Advent. Mazea and Mercury, the double M, need to make it a W, and it's not going to happen, I don't think. Mazea spotted, does well to get 2 more, and SDY is very low. Actually been given a fresh reload here, Mazea, but he's been tagged down even more through the corner of that smoke, and look where SDY has positioned himself. Awkward place for Mazea to clear out as well. He'll try and at least nade the second player down in Demka. Oh, the nade is pretty decent in the end, but they're just not peeking, and not facing is going to be the way that they win this round. Mazea trying his best. He's doing a great effort on this one, but he hasn't got a defuse.
Peaked either way. Bozier, player who attempted his heroics in the previous round, has gone down. Frags and trades, the name of the game. TYLOO here, obviously spending all their money trying to delay the inevitable. 3 versus 3 for Masters and an MP9 doesn't look great, but there is still a slight heartbeat right now for the CT side.
Yeah, Mercury still here. Molotov is nicely placed, but not spreading to his position. He's back in that right corner, and that extra smoke thrown in by the CT side actually will give Mercury a little bit of space to work with. Oh, this is going to be so tough, though. He needs to peek on a nice advantage, and he'll do exactly that. Krasnal will go down 3 versus 2. Kaze finds an MP9 frag. Bit overzealous there from Mercury. Didn't need to give his life up in that situation, and it's given SDY a chance.